Hey YouTube, welcome. Mike the Gambling Guy here, bringing you the dance version 2.0. So if you haven't seen that yet, and you're like, what's that about? It's only a couple videos back. You can certainly go back and check it out. But we're just going to be playing it, and we're going to be using the cancellation money management method. It's really been working. And let's walk through it. So just to be clear, even though you're going to see that I'm on an $8 bet, I'm only playing with a $4 unit, right? So the first bet is 2 units. The second bet, when we have to go there, is 3 units. 4 units. You'll see how it progresses, right? So if I win the first bet, I win 2 units. If I win the second bet, I basically win 1 unit, right? So let's go out and we're going to find a Baccarat table. Let's start our dance, right? Let's get our dance on. So I'm playing on Evolution. You can see Evolution has a bunch of tables that are out here. I don't want to play Peak. I mean, you see they just keep on going. Just want to find something that's kind of in the earlier stages. This one's got 2 ties on it. This one's jumped into a little bit of streakiness. Let's get into this Golden Wealth. And the max bet's 250. Is there a difference on this one? Well, it looks like there's no. Oh yeah, this is going to be charging. Apparently, I don't want to be in Golden Wealth. I think there's some additional money that they keep on their side. Now, I don't know for sure. But I'm thinking that the house doesn't do a full pay on that, and I'd rather not go there. So let's go into Baccarat. So you can see we're going to be starting here. So I normally write down 4, 8, and 12. Those are kind of our 3 key numbers. I also just put the 8 here because that's our first bet. So if I have to go to the second bet, because I lost the first bet, that's when you would write that in there. I just kind of leave it written in there. Just if I go beyond that, I'll go beyond that. But so we've got a yes, a no, a no. So we're looking for a yes for $8. And I know that sounds kind of cryptic, right? It's encoded. What is yeses and nos? Mirrors and no mirrors. Sorry, I just thought I'd record as we're trying to make some money today. So we are starting at $2,200 and trying to get to $2,266. Just had another tie. And we are looking for a yes. So we're going to still make an $8 bet. But now this is where we had to pay attention and go, now we're going to the other side. Now we're going to go on Banker. Because we had and this is all happens on the bead plate road. We had a no, these did not mirror. No, that did not mirror. These ties didn't happen. We pay no attention, even though that player's side is looking much more delicious. So we know that this is going to be a $12 bet. How do you get to a $12 bet? Well, we added up the 8 that we had just bet. We would have just written this in here. 8 plus the 4. So we add in the 2 ends, and that gets us to a $12 bet. Oh, 9 to a 3. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're actually going to be going for a player here for 16. And how'd you get to 16, Mike? Well, it's because I took that 12 and I added it with that 4, and that's 16. So if I lose the 16, I know my next bet's going to be 20, right? If I win it, then I erase this one and I erase that one. So there we want it for the 16. So we know our next bet is also 16, and it's also going to be for a player, because now the way the dance works, right, it is I went here, and now I'm going to be going for, this went yes, and now I'm going to be going for a no. Actually, I think I probably got that one. Did I get that one wrong? I probably should have been going for a no there. I mean, I'll take the win, and I got the win again. So with that, I'm going to be starting back over again, because I would have been left with my 8 and my 12, which equals 20, right? So if it's 23 or less, I restart. That's remainder bet on my line. So now I'm going to have an $8 bet. I have to wait till I get past these 2 ties in order to play. And Normally I don't like hanging out and waiting. For you, I'll do it. Okay? We don't have to wait for one more. And we know that we're going to be doing an $8 bet, and it's going to, since this was a yes, no, I'm going to be going for a yes. So I know that it's already going to be a player down here. So it's going to be a player for $8. $8. So 4 clicks and we are loaded. And that would be just right here. I'm playing the 8. So it's easy enough just to create this little spreadsheet. Just have some room that goes down. Hopefully we don't have to get too deep into our progression. And we got 0, 0, and we got 1, 2. It's a 1-2 punch. So now we have a no, and we're looking for a yes. So a $12 bet. This is all about doing the dance. Do the dance, do the dance, do the dance. And we just need to get to 2266. Otherwise known as 2 pair. Not sure that mattered, but there's another L. So now we've got a no. So we know that we're going for here again. This is going to be for 16th. I added another $4. And then this is where we'd put our 12 in here because we had lost that 12. We know that 12 plus 4 is 16. I was going to say, I can't lose that one. Now, these go away, so now I've got the 8 and the 8. So I know it's also a $16 bet. But this time it's calling for it to be on this side because I'm going to be going for a no. And while that is doing its thing, I'm going to correct my board. Now I know I've got a $16 bet here. If I lose, then I know that I'm going to be making a $24 bet. And I did. So yes, and we want to know it's going to be on a player for $24. 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks gets me to 24. And this is where I'm going to be writing my 16 there. So 24 plus 8. 32. And a little card. Just enough there, right? So that was awesome. So we know we're going to have another $16 or will be a $16 bet here because I would erase these two. Or sorry, that'd be a $20 bet because those two get erased. 8 plus 12. And this would have been on a banker. But I didn't have time to get that out there. So it's going to be a $20 bet and at a tie. So $20 bet on the banker. If I lose, I know it's going to be a $32 bet somewhere. Right? Because we've got a no. I guess if I lose, it would be a no, and I'd be going for a yes. So it would also, that's not looking good. So we would also be going for plus a $12. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, I have the wrong chips. 32, did I get out there in time? Because it's 20 plus 12. Bam. Got that one. So that one disappears and that one disappears. Oh, that leaves us an 8. Yes, it does. So that would be also going for a banker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only got 3 of them out there. But now we're going to come back here. We're going to go 4, 8, 12, and our 8. And that should have been an $8 win. Unfortunately, we didn't get all my coinage in there. Now this is going to be $8. Too bad you can't customize it, make your own chip denominations. That'd be handy. I could have an 8 and I could have a 4. And I think that'd probably cover me. That'd probably cover me. It's going to be any denomination of a 4 as I'm going through here. So another tie. So we're going to rebet there. Ties are money back. Nothing wrong with a tie. All right, now we're at 22.32, trying to get to 22.66 for the day. And they ended up getting the 9 on that side. So now we've got a no. We're looking for a yes, which is going to be a player. So which is going to be a $16 bet because it's going to be that 12 that we just bet. Oh no, we just bet the 8. So my next, I'm gonna make sure that's what keeping that 8 up there can kind of screw me in talking. So it'll be a $12 bet on the player. I'm gonna hit repeat and add 2. Yeah, that way we know we've got that's our $12 bet. So that's already written up here because that's there. No, back to just doing the dance. So this is our dance on the second bet. And we're going to the third bet for a banker for $16. And we know they're putting the 12 up here. Tie. Get another again. Next to the banker, trying to get the banker. Now we're starting to get into some more ties that are more spread out. So that's where it can get a little bit of annoying. And you go, well, we're already up to hand 41. The ties are really jumping out. So now we're going to be waiting. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that as 16. So I know my next bet's going to be $20. It's $20 on the banker. So since this is 1, 2, and we only make the dance the opposite for 3 and 4, then I'd be going for a player after that. But I won 7 to 2. So now we'd be going for a player for $20. Because now I'm going opposite. So get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. So I'm 8 plus 12 for $20. I got a little bit of work to do. No, didn't quite get it there. So now I know I'm going to put a 20 here. My next bet's $28 for a player. 1, 2, 3, 4. 28. We just keep dancing along. We're going to be coming up to that next tie after this one, to where we'll be hanging out. 9. Nice. So while I delete and delete, we know we're going to be at 24 for this next bet. That's going to be it could be a player down here. Actually, we're at hand 46. Now let's see if another tie jumps in here. Player, $24 for the player. And then 24 would be 36. Right? So I'm really digging the cancellation method. You'll see how the spreadsheet just keeps working until we figure something out. And now we figured out that we're back down to this 8 again. Beautiful. And we're at 22.47, so we're not at our goal. So that is a 4, an 8, and a 12. And with that, let's just go find another table. There's plenty to be had here. We're not limited to 1, 2, or 3 tables. I mean, there is a bunch. Just trying to stay away from ones that have a lot of ties. And they're getting long in the tooth. Other than that, the dance has really worked well. Before when I was doing the dance version 1.0, there's certain tables I'd look for, either streaky or not streaky. And now, on Lightning Baccarat. Now I missed that. Never mind. I want to do Lightning Baccarat. Certainly have a lot of options here for us, right? That's where that lightning Baccarat. There's the Golden Wealth. Also going to stay away from that one. There's L. Let's go take a peek at L. 20 hands in. We have a yes, no, no. So we know we're going for a yes for $8. It's that easy. Yes, no. Yes, no. How much money do I have to throw at this? Yes, no. And like that, we get the win right off the bat. We're already up $8. I mean, bam, 2 units, just like that. I'm $11 away from finishing this up. And this one, I'm just going to take a pause instead of just throwing another $8 at it. Like I said, I'm $11 away because I'm at $22.55. I already have 2 pair. Ah, there would have been the win. Darn it. That's all right. It wouldn't have been the win because I'd still need another $3. $3. Not bad. I mean, this is to get 1 day's profit. So what's 1 day's profit, Mike? It's 3%. That's what I'm looking at pulling. Be less than a nice. Boom. So this one actually calls for a banker for $3. Do we think it's going to be a bank? Let's just wait. Actually, I would have moved over to the dollars because I only need $3 more. $22.63, and we're going for. Oh, it's going to get the 9. It's going to get the 9. It did not get the 9. So good thing we waited. So now we have a yes, yes, and we need a no for $3. 1, 2, 3. And then what I'll end up doing is if I get to $6, if I have to go to $6, we'll just then make it an $8 bet, and we'll just start playing up here like we'd play. We didn't need it. And like that, boom, my balance, 22.66, 26. So I actually overshot that by a dime, right? So watch this. So I'm going to put in 2266.26, and this is going to do 2 things. One, it's going to update what my goal is for tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be at 23.34.25 is where my goal is. Well, what's this number, right? So what's this number? Well, we know doing the dance. So doing the dance, it takes a bankroll of 181 units. The way that I was playing it, 11 steps. I was like, well, why change my at-risk money? So my at-risk money would be, I'm doing a $4 unit. So 4 times 181, I believe that's $724. So I just made this box be whatever this number is to today's starting amount minus $724. So if these start getting into a long line and maybe the bets start getting a little bit bigger, it's not as clear of going, okay, this is where I need to be. So I needed to have a definitive line in the sand to go, okay, $724 from where I'm sitting is $15.42. And that's my line in the sand to go, okay, pull the ripcord. We're not going to keep chasing this. Let's just start over. And then I think if I did the math right, it's going to take me about 10 days to build back up to where I was, right? To recoup that $724, and that's just right now. As my I guess it'll change as my bankroll goes up, my units will go up, which means that 724 is going to be plus another 181. Once I get to a $5 unit, it's all going to take time. Just don't be in a rush, right? So that was a W for the day. That is fantastic. And until next time, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate that. It does really help out. And it's always fun to watch that kind of tick up too. I'm not going to be hitting 100,000 anytime soon, but I can't do it without your help, right? So thank you so much for those that have subscribed and those that have been hanging on for a while. I certainly do appreciate it. But until next time, Mike the Gambling Guy, I'm out.